are all my questions, actually. So I'm finished. If you have any further comments or questions yourself. Anybody?
Not for me.
No?
I'm going to reiterate for 60 seconds my opening remarks. The matter at hand, in my opinion, is not whether it was right or wrong to publish the cartoons. Reasonable people can disagree with that. Most editors in the country chose not to do it. In fact, almost all of them. Maybe they were right, maybe we were right. The question at hand is, who should make that decision? Who should determine what's offensive or not? Who should determine what's reasonable or not? Who should determine what the word fundamentalist means or not? Who should determine if a cartoon is too risque or not? It's my contention that the government has no business doing that. That in fact, even if I, quote, win this complaint, I've lost. I've had to pay thousands of dollars in lawyers' fees. I've had to waste an enormous amount of time. But far worse than either of those, a warning shot has gone out to every other media in the country. Don't mess around with the Muslim radicals, because they'll call in the censors and you'll have to go through this whole process. If we were talking about something that offended Jews or Muslims or Christians or dog lovers or astronauts, it doesn't matter. The subject matter is not important. It's this offensive process that is the issue here. I do not want to be excused from this complaint because I was reasonable. Because it is not the government's authority to tell me whether or not I'm reasonable. If I commit a crime with words, which is possible, fraud, a tort like defamation, then the government has a role. But political and religious debate are not the proper province of human rights commissions. They have exceeded their original mandate. They have strayed far, and they are tampering in illegal ways with fundamental rights. It is my hope that this matter is not dismissed. It is my hope that this complaint is accepted, that it goes to a hearing, and that I happen to appear before the most fascist of the panelists, some thug down in Lethbridge named Lori Andriachuk. I hope I appear in front of her, and I hope she's having a particularly angry day. I hope she hears every word in this, and that I call her a thug. And I hope that she convicts me and sentences me to the apology that this fascist from Saudi Arabia demands of me. Because then I will take this junk out of the Human Rights Commission and into real courts, where 800 years of common law and the Charter of Rights and the Bill of Rights will come to my aid, and where we won't have hearings where reporters are not allowed in, and we won't have hearings where my defense team is limited to one person, and we won't have hearings before a divorce lawyer like Lori Andriachuk who knows nothing about constitutional freedoms. I reserve maximum freedom to be maximally offensive, to hurt feelings as I like. I didn't do that in this case. A few thin-skinned radicals were angry. It was a reasonable publication, but that is not what should exculpate me. My rights as a free man should. I hope that you recommend that we go to a hearing, and I hope we're convicted. And I hope this goes high enough to a court and will cause enough of a political scandal that these human rights commissions will be pruned back at least, like Alan Borvoy says, or the proper thing is removed altogether. Let them flourish on TV with Judge Judy. But the fact that they could actually compel someone to go before a court is disgusting to me. Those are my final remarks.
Okay, those are mine too.